Good morning, Nigeria. You're welcome to the Sun TV Morning Show. This is where we don't just rise with the sun, we rise with substance. I'm Abraham Minor Joda, and as always, I'm thrilled to walk with you through this morning with possibilities, progress, and purpose. Now let's talk about heroes and heroines. Not the ones in capes, but the ones in cleats, in tracksuits, in shorts, in jerseys. The ones who don't just run or play or jump for medals, but run with pride of a nation on their backs. Yes, I am talking about phenomenal female sportswomen, the female Super Falcons and the Tigress, who have once again put Nigeria on the global map with sweat, skill, and spirit. In a country where we often forget our champions after the podium flash fades, it is refreshing to see the presidency roll out tangible recognition. Let's be honest, thank you is good, but well done and well rewarded is better. Because when you honor heroes, you inspire millions more to rise. And as the great Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie once said, we teach girls to shrink themselves. Instead, we should teach them to soar. Nigerian women are not just soaring, they are shattering ceilings. So, here to our sport queens, the football queens, the basketball queens, may their greats remind us that greatness is not a gift, it is earned. And may Nigeria keep learning to reward excellence, not just with words, but with lasting impact. Stay tuned. We got your headlines, conversations that is going to spark your mind, and stories that will stir your soul. This is the Sun TV Morning Show. And with me this morning, to stir your soul and to spark that conversation, to spark your mind, is Mr. Iradane Kukwen, the Director of News and Public Affairs on Sun TV. Good morning. You're welcome to the morning show. I was just looking at you. Why didn't you learn football, basketball, or even I would have preferred you to be a boxer. You have the build of a boxer, or mixed martial arts, where you deck the person to. I don't want to go into that. Congratulations to Nigeria for the successes we have recorded in sport recently. FIBA, is it FIBA? Yes, Federation of Basketball. Yeah. The Tigress. The Tigress made us proud, yeah. Just like the Super Falcons. The ladies are making waves to the glory of God and to the glory of Nigeria. Congratulations to us. Well, allowing them to soar. Well, looking at you while speaking, I'm just in a pound-for-pound boxer, and I'm beginning to wonder, why don't you try this thing in boxing? Well, I don't want to go into that because... Don't be afraid. The beatings is part of of you being a champion. At least in 3 years' time, you should be able to face Usyk or face Anthony Joshua and defeat them. As it stands now, already too late. Considering my age and the fact that I cannot start training to become a boxer at this age. Well, that shows that those who are doing it, congratulations to these ladies. And we should all know that the Tigress, they are 5-time champions of Africa. This is their 5th consecutive trophy, if I'm not mistaken. I think 5th or 6th consecutive trophy as champions of Africa. And I think on the soil of Africa, I think they've not been defeated for like for the past 5 years. No team has defeated the Tigers in Africa. I think it's a very, very good one. That goes a long way to tell us how resilient they are. It goes a long way to tell us how, if you allow a girl child develop her skills and potentials, they have the capacity to make this kind of exploits. You understand? They have the sustained successes in these particular sports, and that goes a long way to see, give them a chance, and they will bring the wolf down for us. Now, there's something I've noticed, which I'm going to take it from two angles. Both the Super Falcons and the Tigers, and even recently the Super Eagles, we have a lot of Nigerians who are either born in Nigeria and they left for foreign land very early in life, or their parents gave birth to them there. Most of them are coming back to represent
their country.
And they are very, very dedicated. If a bulk of the Super Falcons as players like that, like look at her Plumter, or what's her name?
Okay.
She's white from all indication, but she came back to play for Nigeria. She could have played for England. She could have played for another country. We have about 4 or 5 of them in that Super Falcons team. And you also have in the basketball, as a matter of fact, basketball, majority of them were born outside the shores of this country, or they were 2 or 3 years when they left. Now, it brings up something. That shows that kudos to the parents. Even while they were there, they ensured to build this pride of being a Nigerian in these young girls, which made them, when they grew up, they didn't think of any other option but to just come back and represent the green-white of Nigeria. Kudos to the parents of these girls, and kudos to them.
Yes, as parents or as guardians, there is a need for us to instill these kind of feelings, this kind of thoughts in our words as they grow up, to be nationalistic, to be patriotic to their fatherland. This is a good one. They've come back and they've made us proud. Whatever it is they've learned from outside, or whatever it is that they gain while they were growing or while they were developing, is benefiting us now. And that's the way it should go. It's a good one, and we actually stand with them in those endeavors that they've taken.
Another thing I noticed, majority of those girls who represent Nigeria were born outside or lived outside. You'll find out that they are not only sports women, they have a career. So the system that went through, there are those that there's a medical, I think, a medical scientist. You see them, they all have a university degree, they have a profession, so that shows that the system there does not only build sport people, it builds rounded people. So I think that is a lesson we should take from there. If you look at our Nigerian athletes, the Nigerians among them, except the one that left for maybe college basketball, the others, they have no other
credentials
beyond the sport. So that shows that we need to develop our sport in such a way that, yes, these young ones, apart from sports, they should have other skills. It will make them, they may not eventually use that, but it will make them a more rounded person than just being, and sports is a very short career. By 30-something, you are out of the business. So it's a good one. Kudos to the parents of these young ladies who, despite leaving the shores of this country, they were able to ensure that these girls have pride in Nigeria. And also, kudos to the parents of those that grew up in Nigeria, despite the odds that their kids made it. And to the ones that grew up in Nigeria, wow, we know what you went through, and we give you all, the applause that is necessary, because it's not easy making it in sports in Nigeria.
It's true, in those days, sporting activities is, you can make a profession out of sports as it stands now. So I'm trying to look at it from the perspective that you mentioned earlier, how these people have other training aside their abilities to participate in sports and excel in it. I don't think there is a need for us, again, as a nation, to start looking at sports as something that should be treated as extracurricular.
Gonna do with the recent $100,000. Do you think? I think now some people think education is extracurricular.
But that's the truth. You can make a living out of sports. We've seen it in footballers and other people like that. The only thing we encourage is that as you go about to build up your skills in the sporting activities that you're doing, there is a need for you to learn too, to be educated to be proficient in a particular field of study in life so that you balance up.
And then where I would say thank you to the president for honoring these girls, because people were thinking maybe he's just a football lover, but now
he's a sport lover.
He's a sport lover, yeah, congratulations.
And that maybe we should take a look at it of how some people are mentioning that these funds that has been disbursed to these sport champions are not proper, considering the fact that the police having one or two challenges, the police pension and other security agencies and other challenges of our nation.
Now, the question I asked that, do these sports people, do they have pension? No.
They don't have.
Most times you don't even give them training grants. And you've forgotten that these people have proven that out of about, let me say, millions of girls, Africa is up to 1 billion in population. Out of, let me say, hundreds of millions of girls in Africa, they've proven to be the first 11 or the first 24. They deserve everything that they give to them. They are special. Not saying that any other career is not special, but we shouldn't
make such comparisons.
If you want to speak for another profession, speak for it on the merits of what it deserves. But don't say, why should this be given this because this was not given this. And if you ask me, if you don't give these girls, where is the money that was invested in building the national stadium? Where is it today?
And you mentioned something that I think we should bring it up here. You mentioned how there is this Armed Forces Remembrance Day. Yeah. There is this other recognitions that the Army and the other security agencies do enjoy, that sports participants, people who participate in sports, we don't do football players, Remembrance Day and other things like that. So those celebrations too is enough to pacify.
We are calling for every Nigerian to be properly remunerated and compensated and rewarded. But I don't support the idea of whenever one Nigeria or the other is rewarded for doing great things for Nigeria, then you begin to say, why him, why not? No.
It becomes like unhealthy competition.
Yeah, it is unhealthy. Everybody deserves it. If the Army does something spectacular, and as I believe their remuneration and their welfare is not enough, it needs to be
improved.
To be improved upon. Even the girls, their remuneration and everything is not. If they have lost out,
they may not have received this kind of recognition. They will not.
That is sure. Well, let's go to the papers. If we stay on the girls, if we stay on this girls' issue, we may not live here today because I really appreciate what they've done for the nation. Let's go to the Tribune. We'll just take the major stories that we, because of time. The crisis in PDP over for now. VK, the chairman, will I say President General
of crisis.
Of Wahala. Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, yes, on Wiki on Mondays, said the crisis rocking the opposition People's Democratic Party is over for now with the recent exit of some big wigs. He stated this during a media parley in Abuja while reacting to the exit of former Vice President Atiku Abubakar from the party. Wike, however, said that there are some issues remaining for the party to properly address. The crisis in PDP is over for now because the former Rivers State governor also gave conditions that will make a lasting return to PDP. He insisted that the South-South Zonal Congress of the party must stand. According to the minister, the court allowed for the Congress to hold, saying there's nothing a person can do about it. So our South-South Zonal Congress that was held must be upheld. There's no doubt, no two ways about it. Now, he's saying it's temporarily over, but I can see that even in the same breath, he's talking about the crisis in the South-South Zonal Congress that was held. So the crisis is not over. The crisis is beyond some big wigs leaving. Even some big wigs leaving it shows that there is still crisis.
And I'm even looking at it from this perspective. He is a general in this war, you understand, with his camp, with his faction. Now, as a general of his faction, he's saying there's a ceasefire. You understand? There's a ceasefire for now, considering the fact that these major contenders have left. But there's still another crisis that is being brewed in South and other things like that. PDP still has a long way to go, but they've moved on from where they were to this present state that is better off. You understand? They are better off now. But they will still need to work, and they will still need to look beyond 2027. You understand? As a political party, their dream should not be just to grab power in 2027. They should look beyond that. They should settle some of these crises. The Nigerian problem in political parties, whatever it is you do now, you may be surprised that the national chairman of PDP, Damagum, now will leave PDP after 2027. So whatever it is that he has set up here, whatever it is that will become some kind of a charade after.
I don't think Damagum will last beyond this year, honestly. It will not lead them to, from my own understanding of the political system. Now let me quote Wiki. Now I will use his voice too because I'm quoting him. Say, now that we are doing our Southside Congress, the acting national chairman, he said the crisis is over, but let me just read what he said again. Right. He said, now that we are doing our Southside Congress, the acting national chairman claimed that the PDP governors were not in support of the National Congress. Where are the PDP governors now? Our Congress was held in Calabar, and there's nothing anybody can tell us. Wherefore I say, if they want another round of crisis, so be it. Our Congress held, and Chief Dan Obi emerged as National Vice Chairman from the Congress, and the court allowed for the Congress to hold. That is, I'm quoting. So you can see that he's ready for another round of crisis.
Which I think it's not good for him to be using this kind of statements. I've always said that it's not everything you want that you get in situations like this. You win some, you lose some. If he has gained some, there is a need for him to shift ground. If this is what PDP needs to move on, it's not everything that Wiki wants that he's going to get.
Definitely.
Though he's mentioned something that's very important. He said the law.
Yes, that's another thing.
You understand? If it is the law, then there is nothing anybody can do.
One thing I know with him, no matter how crude you may say, is he has a way of understanding the direction of the law, and he always ensures that one way or the other, the technicalities of the law backs up what he does. That is one thing I will give to Chief Nyesom Wike. He has a way of ensuring that the law backs up whatever. He may be brash in the way he says it, but at the end of the day, you find out that when you go to the court, or there will be a court judgment somewhere that is supporting what his position. So the PDP has a lot to do. With that, let's go to the Punch and let's take the Punch. It's a related story, so I think it will be good. We take it just immediately after the Tribune. If you see the Punch, you can read the headline for us. And okay, I've seen it. For the Punch, let's take the major headline on the Punch. Ghana, Baraje, McCarthy in tight race for PDP chair. Neck divided over Damagum's fate. Wike plus counter move as PDP conventional drama unfolds. Let's go to the Punch and see what that has for us. Okay. Our stakeholders within the People's Democratic Party are pushing for a consensus approach in selecting a new party chairman, with former Minister of Information, Professor Jerry Ghana, former party chairman, Kawu Baraje, and ex-Kaduna State Governor, Ahmed McCarthy, reportedly among those eyeing the position ahead of the party national convention scheduled for November 15. Okay, reliable sources who spoke to the Punch said that the acting national chairman, Omar Damagum, was also working to secure a role in a substantive capacity. At the same time, members of the party's National Executive Committee called for credible and competent individuals with proven track records to enter the race. The opinion remained divided on the idea of a consensus candidate. From what I'm seeing here, I think the PDP is looking towards zoning the presidency to the south. Because if you look at those
contesting
for the position of
the national chairman.
And I know either their constitution or their arrangement, once the chairmanship goes to the north, the south picks the presidential ticket and vice versa. So it's quite clear that the candidate of the PDP may come, will most likely come from the south.
Well, I don't know. I stand to be corrected, but I think the best stabilizing candidate for them now is Jerry Gana. Though I think it's long that he has not been seen in action. He may not be in tune with the trend. Stuff. He may come out and be old school. You understand? Kao Baraje, yeah. McCarthy too is a very good candidate for the national chairman of the PDP. But there is something that I want them to understand. At this point in time, they should be careful not to make the mistake of the past. Yes. Because most of the challenges they're having now is because of issues surrounding the elevation of this to this, and national secretary, national chairman, and other things like that. It is important for them to take note of this at this point in time. Whatever it is they will need to do should be in agreement with the position of the law, so that another set of crisis, another round of crisis is not being envisaged.
Well, in a bid to restructure and reposition, the PDP has decided at its 101 NEC meeting on July 24 to convene a national elective convention to elect 19 new members to its National Working Committee. As outlined in the party's 2027 amended constitution, Part X, Section 33, 2 to 5, the functions to include the National Convention shall be the supreme and controlling authority of the party within the limit prescribed in this constitution, and it shall be the principal representative, policy-making and ministering body of the party. Wherefore, I say, except in the exercise of the functions granted only to the bodies as specified in this constitution and the regulations made pursuant to the provision of this constitution, the National Convention shall have supremacy in all matters pertaining to the party, and all officers and organs of the party shall be bound in the exercise of their functions by the decisions of the National Convention. I think that they should hammer on this, so that next time when crisis want to come up, you can bring up this Part X, Section 33 from subsection 2 to 5 but the most time, the contention may even be probably the person or the National Executive Council itself, the members, may be that in one way or the other, they say they are not the
convention itself maybe is not on the right premise and other things like that. But I think they should just be careful at this point in time. It is important for them. It is important for their survival as a political party. PDP should take into cognizance the legality of their actions. They should take into cognizance that whatever it is they do now can have a bearing on their whosoever emerge as their members of reps, as their senators, as their governor, and as their presidents, as the case may be. So they'll have to be very careful at this point in time, so that
they should ensure that they put machinery in place to ensure that the convention holds as planned, because the tenure of the current NYSC member will expire by December, so there must be an elective convention, whether they like it or not. There must be an elective convention. Well, let's move to another story. I think looking at the Guardian. Okay. Sorry. Okay, let's take Daily Trust. The WAEC record worst results in 5 years. Parents other blame CBT for poor performance. Let's go to these. Okay. Stakeholders in the education sector, including educationists and parents, yesterday decried the poor performance of students in the West African Senior School Certificate Examination conducted by the West African Examination Council, WAEC. The results released yesterday indicated that out of the over 1.9 million candidates who sat for the examination, only 754,545 candidates, representing 38.32%, obtained credits and above in a minimum of 5 subjects, including English language and mathematics. It will be recorded during this year, exams, some schools adopted the computer-based test method, while others opted for the paper-based test method. The head of Nigeria office of WAEC, Amos Dangote, who announced the release of results during a media briefing at the Examination Body headquarters in Lagos, stated that this year's results show a 33.8% decrease in performance compared to 72.12% recorded in 2024. The first thing that came to my mind is how we did that English language examination. They wrote some in the midnight, some the next morning. I hope it didn't affect, because if how the record, how the success of the WAEC is being rated is in such a way that mathematics and English are key. So even if they make all the papers and English or math is not part of it, it is considered not as success. Yeah. So I hope that English, I think they should break it down. Let us see how many percentage fails
I think
English.
It was featured in that report of how the failure is described with how five credits in some subjects like that. I think that is how they reached this conclusion that it is the worst result after 5 years.
I think that issue of English should be... We should break it down to, let's see how many percentage of people failed English. And maybe it was that English that affected the general result. Because coming down from 77 point something last year to 33 point something this year pass rate, I think there's something. And then some parents complain about the CBT because some centers adopted the CBT while some adopted the paper.
Well, that's my point. I was trying to say this: the complaint about CBT itself is something that we should not be talking about at this point in time, because computer knowledge is part of what the students should know before they go to sit for their WAEC. You understand? Now, if majority of the students who sit for WAEC are not proficient in computer handling, computer operation, up to the extent where they will not be able to manage CBT situations, then something is actually fundamentally wrong.
Let me, I'm going to speak now as someone that's, as a parent and also a stakeholder. There's this part, the examination body attributed the low record in pass rate to computer-based tests and serialization approach, describing it as an innovative method to tackle examination malpractice. Now, I'm going to speak based on what I've seen. Since now they are saying that it's a computer-based test that's attributed to the low record in pass rate, it is quite obvious to us now that there are a lot of things going on in the paper-based test, which we all know, except we are all quiet in it.
Okay.
The computer-based test is such a way that it brings exam malpractice to the barest minimum. But the paper-based test, I stand to be corrected. Most centers, and let me not use those, some centers, a lot of those centers, they just write the answers for these children. Some
centers are miracle centers. You understand what I'm saying? Are miracle centers.
They are magic centers.
You understand? So that one is there. So in as much as I subscribe to the CBT processes of exams, I will also encourage that this computer proficiency in secondary school should be taken seriously.
Very, very serious.
At this point in time that somebody is about to write WAEC, or somebody has written WAEC, and the parents are coming out to say it is because these students don't have computer proficiency. You know, it's
the problem is that there's some of their teachers, also educators, I think it's a problem of policy.
The system.
Even the system itself needs. How many of the teachers have a system, work with system in their
office? That is what I'm saying.
Office? It should be. The staff rooms, how many computers?
How many of them have systems? Some of those people, well, for instance, a civic education teacher, you don't necessarily need a system to teach civic education, but you should be knowledgeable enough with handling of computer operations.
And the thing is, even the teachers themselves, they should be writing their promotional exams, their own careers, and with CBT. That is what. These are some of the factors that lead to people.
We have not actually transformed our exam system from the old system to the new system in Nigeria. Hardly will you see exams written in some developed part of the world.
Hardly do you go to offices and see them using a government
paper, biro, and other things like that. Most of these things are done electronically now, and there is a need for us to shift to that level where there's something, again, this serialization. It's the system where different questions, people in the same exam hall have
different.
This number 5 is for me is different from number 5 for you. So in such a way that even if,
do you know what they did this year?
Yeah,
number 5, maybe number 13 for you. Then the options, before the options used to be the same. So what they do, those that cheat, is that once I found out number 5 is number 13, we just, okay, the right option is A. But now,
what the options are even different.
The options are different.
But maybe
the options are these are the things that lead.
Do you know that with this explanation we are making now, it could be the reason why there is this failure? Because we must admit that there are chances that these students that sat for the WAEC are ill-equipped. They are not as knowledgeable as they should be, because they were surprised. If you're expecting, what's the capital of Taraba State to be Jalingo, then they changed the question to Jalingo in 1996 became the capital of. You understand? That takes you off balance. So if you are able to understand this, then you should be able to pass. So maybe it is because the students were not actually as knowledgeable as they should be, aside the fact that they are not proficient in the computer operations.
Yeah. Well, we just hope that the authorities are looking at these, parents, schools, every stakeholder. We have a duty to ensure that the education of our children, the policies, school environment, learning materials are provided for these kids, because most time, I'll tell you, it's the fault of the system that makes these young ones happy. Because if you look at the conditions that some of us went to school, and look at the conditions they're schooling now, well, there's nothing to write home about. Let's go to the Guardian. Just take the major headline. Desperation heightens as 2027 campaign begins 15 months ahead. I think in the history of in the history of Nigeria, this is the campaign that started the earliest. I don't know. I don't think there's any campaign that started as early as this.
Well,
so despite the clear and unambiguous provisions of Electoral Act 2022 prohibiting early political campaigns, finding by the Guardian shows that major political parties have already begun electioneering for the 2027 general election well ahead of the 150-day limit stipulated by the law. According to the electoral timetable set by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, February and March 2027 are tentative dates for the Presidential National Assembly and Governorship/State Assembly election, respectively. However, more than 15 months to the scheduled polls, both the ruling party and opposition parties have begun canvassing for votes, even as the electoral umpire is yet to lift the embargo on electioneering. While governance and crucial issues of statecraft took the back burner, INEC, which is the umpire, has not enforced the 150-day campaign window prescribed by the Electoral 2022 as amended. What began as discreet and subtle marketing of political ideas have now blossomed into full-blown campaigns energized by defections, membership drive, voter sensation, election planning. From billboard along major highways to social media, branded rice bags, veiled campaign events disguised as thank you tours, project commissioning, politicians already operating full campaign mode contravening the Electoral Act. Well, how does that INEC come in?
Does it actually contravene Electoral Act in the true sense of it?
They do it in the veil word.
Yes. So it's just like I keep saying, it is systemic. If this, I don't know how the law will come out now and say these people have started campaign while it is just a thank you visit.
Yeah, and in some cases the parties are realigning. You can't stop parties from doing their realignment early than this. And the thing is that it seems Nigeria enjoy this campaign more than even talk about governance. Nigerians enjoy the talk of campaign more than talk of governance.
That okay, yeah. That is so it. People don't really want to see, okay, what is the score card?
The policy, let us look at it. They just want to know who we contest against him, which part of the country is he from,
If somebody is
which party?
defecting, they'll start saying, okay, he's defecting because he wants to contest. Though that is the way it is. The person defecting's body language has revealed that he may want to contest, that's why he's defecting. But at the end of the day, we don't look at the situations where what has he done, what have we benefited while he was on throne and other things like that.
Okay. Well, from Section 91, Subsection 1 of the Electoral 2022 stipulates the period of campaigning in public by every political party shall commence 150 days before polling day and ends 24 hours prior to that day. By this provision, for elections scheduled for February 2027, campaigns should not begin earlier than September 2026. Yet, as early as late 2024 and year-to-date, political posters, digital campaigns, and public endorsement are surfaced later in major cities.
Now, those billboards, are they saying vote for, or they are just saying, you understand? Until somebody said vote for, then it is not campaign. Yeah. Okay, what will you say about billboards for gospel campaigns, for other, you understand? So these people are just trying to do whatever it is they're doing according to the ambits of the law, which I think is okay.
Well, I think this is where we'll draw the curtains. But before I go, I call on everyone involved, the politicians, the followers, everyone. Let these issues, let these campaigns or whatever you call, let it be issue-based, let it be policy-based, not insults, not personality attack.
And those in government too should not be distracted.
Yes.
Because some of these campaigns, some of this distribution of thank you visits
a
is
lot
distracting
of them,
them from...
Yeah. They are distracted. And please, let us think of governance before politics. This is where we draw a curtain on this segment of the morning show. We'll go for a break. When we come back, the Pidgin segment will return. We'll be here immediately after the commercial break.
Hey Taraba State, let's ascend to the future. Imagine a world where entertainment, transportation, finance and commerce are at your fingertips 24/7. Welcome to the future. Taraba Business School and Taraba News proudly present a revolutionary lineup of products and services designed to transform your life. Som TV, your premier 247 destination for local and international entertainment, news, and educational content. Come to the broadcast of News Hour on Super Media Television.
Welcome to the broadcast of World News on Super Media Television.
Welcome to the broadcast of news across Nigeria on Super Media Television.
This is Sport Daily on Som TV.
Good morning, Nigeria. This is the morning show from Som TV.
Supercab, safe, convenient and affordable 247 transportation services across Jalingo and Taraba State. Unlock seamless 24/7 financial transactions, easy loans, and rewarding savings with our innovative mobile banking solution. Taraba Online Market. Buy and sell local and exotic products. Connect with suppliers and grow your businesses 24/7 with our vibrant e-commerce platform. TBS e-learning. Access a wall of knowledge with our comprehensive online courses and myriad of professional programs. Supersoft. Unlock exclusive subscription-based services, discounts, and reward. Don't miss this groundbreaking products and services. Join us as we all celebrate in the future and experience the future today. Taraba Business School and Taraba News, empowering your future 24/7. Ascend to the future. Hey Taraba State, let's ascend to the future.
Keep watching Sam TV.
country people are dey throw away salute to una this morning. How una day? I hope say una wake up well. Meanwhile, I dey welcome una to the pidgin section of our morning show. As this na section we would always dey knack una correct story concerning the happening things for inside we country. Even to serve our community and our society matter, we dey carry knack una on this segment. With me this morning, my country people, una Auntie Faith Apollos will be aka Capacity. Auntie, thank you for joining me this morning.
Thank you very much, ma.
Okay, and myself will be Esther Oka Steven. And they also they welcome una. Sake of say una self where they watch this program now. Also my guest, because now they follow me Touchlight Matter every time on this show on Facebook at Some TV, even yourself on YouTube at Some TV Live. So una welcome also once again, my country people. Okay, now the latest story where they happen via social media. Now me want begin with this morning. Yes, now me want talk about concerning the $100,000 when it be say our president will be Bola Ahmed Tinubu give our female footballers them. Country people una sabi say different reaction when they come outside from country people. Even the civil society and community, they begin to talk more. They come outside say, say president do well, but the money is too much. Say president don't overdo. Even the self via X handle for Facebook, when they see reaction now. As I earlier tell you, say things where they happen on for social media with trending matters with the carry knock on this segment. So now this one be the trending matter when me want to talk about this morning, my country people. Sake of say our retired police them and our soldiers, they don't come outside to talk to say president do well you. Say yes, but they want to make it say president also touch light their own matter. Country people are not see and these people they not do well. Now bad thing now they come outside can't talk. I say that they happy for our female footballers so with the $100,000 where president don't give them. But they can't talk who say president don't overdo. Sake of say many of them, this our pale them and our male them. Say many of them they don't serve for 35 good years. Yes. Say and again, say the money when they give them, say they never even see half of this money, say their own. Na in naira. Say why these children when it be say they never even serve reach a quarter of their own years, they can't give them this kind of money, say $100,000. Say president don't overdo. But to country people who not sabi say these people who this their talk not just fall for granted like that. Say couple say if on our two want to touch light they matter well. When I go see them say these people who then work well and they deserve them. Yes, these are our female footballers. They work well they deserve among thousands, millions of women. Or that football game for inside the country. These people, it's not easy to win. No. To win is not easy. Now these people now only they come as I can't get the victory and the championship. Country people who make una check them now. The money not supposed to pepper body like that where they deserve that award. How una take see them? Because make una follow me Touchlight Matter on Facebook at Some TV. Even yourself, I'm there for YouTube at Some TV Live. Thank God to say Auntie Faith Apollos they in the house to follow me Touchlight Matter this morning. But to me when I said they talk to her now, so one woman, one retired soldier, one woman come outside for Facebook they talk to say she served for 31 good years, but only to be given 3.5 million naira. Say na 3.5 million naira. Then they carry give her my country people who they see them. Say, but people when they be say they just come outside. Say children when they be say they just come outside. They because say they run, they do this one and that. They can't go get victory. Say president can't give them $100,000. Now women, we are retired police now come outside. They talk so with retired soldiers. Yes, and also on our Sabi say last month we bring matter come outside. When it be say one retired police officer they cry talk say after in service yeah. Say the money where they give and during retirees money, say now just 3 million naira. Now you get my country people. So they don't cry, come outside now, say make government do something now. So I be say even last time, they talk to person on top that matter will be a better talk to say in go touchlight that matter. And it be like say till now they never see touchlight their matter before president can't carry $100,000. Give female footballers because of their victory. That one now come pepper them now. They don't talk. Say they want their own effort too. They want that 35 years when they say they don't spend. So till they can't retire, make it not be in vain. But the country people if we not touch like this, our retired service people with them their matter. And I go say true to self. Therefore this thing where they talk small. Say make government true touch like their matter. Say government say many of them they lost their life. They don't even see that 35 years full. Yes. Many of them, they lost their life. And the money, when they say they take compensate their family, how una take see them, it even reach 100 million. Country people who make una touch light matter. Yeah, so they don't cry, come outside. Say them too, they don't suffer. Under the sun, under the rain, they serve they devotedly. See, certainly God can't help them, say they no come by, they can't successfully finish their 35 years. And they give them sickening money. My country people, now true talk, these people who come outside can't talk. It good say make government to touch light their matter. It good say these people they want the money when they say they cry for. Check their service. As they talk to us so many of them still there for under the rain for elsewhere. Some of them said during service when they say they go fight, their hand they lost, they can't become casualties. And they no get. Some of them, they lost their hand at the process of standing and fighting for the country. Yes. They fight for the country under the rain, come sun. Then they fight, they make sure that peace must reign for inside the country. Yet their efforts, the money where they give them, it is seeking in my country. People, now don't know they cry, take come outside the soul. And if you check the touchlight, their colleague matter, when you say many of them, they don't fit in make and today, sake of saying that they want peace to reign for inside the country. Many of them, the thing where they give their family, the family of those ones, when they say they lost their parents inside this battlefront of peace, the money, it no make sense. So I beg country people, I say, earlier telling them, make una follow me touchlight matter. Our female footballers then do well, yes, they want the money. And also, our ex-service people, our ex-service personnel, our retired soldiers, and our retired police, they know what this kind of money. I happy say comments, don't they come on the comment section. But meanwhile, before I go touch light matter, I want to let you know, say, as mixed reaction, when they come outside, they say, President don't overdo. President spokesperson, the talk person, can't come outside where we buy your Onanuga. Don't come outside to defend the matter, my country people. In talk, say the reason why president give Falcon, this our female footballer, this money, now because of the victory when the be say they get for this African Cup of Nations. Yes, now he make them give them. Even himself, as they talk to us, so buy your Onanuga, can't come outside, can't they talk, say, as people they talk, they touch light matter. Say president don't overdo. Say how about the 150 million grand prize when the be say president give the winner of Big Brother Naija. Country people, we dey talk of people where they save life here, and now they talk of award to give where they give people where they create entertainment. How the entertainment industry take help us for inside the country? How the entertainment industry take fight Boko Haram for inside the country? I not talk who said the money where they give a Big Brother Naija winner, the 150 million grand, it not good you. It sweet me for body, yes. Sake of say it good maybe they recognize people effort. But this during this entertainment level where so they go reach Big Brother Naija, when it be say they go give them 150 million grand prize, where me be say talk person of president don't come out, I can't talk when we buy your Onanuga. Say then how about the 150 million naira when it be say they give a Big Brother Naija winner that grand prize, my country people. Wait, see which moral lesson Big Brother Naija as a whole film on the industry, which moral lesson did they impact for the country? Which moral lesson our children did they gain for that Big Brother Naija? When suddenly they give grand prize of 150 million, and then police people who did here with just 3 million as retirement benefit after 35 good years. Country people who make una not just sit down, they watch this pidgin section. Oh. I thank God to say comments them don't begin they enter. But meanwhile, before I go begin they read the comments where they enter, I want to make Auntie Faith help me touch light matter. So President Bola Ahmed Tinubu spokesperson don't come outside wey be Bayo Onenuga don't come outside talk say no be only female footballers na president don't give award. Say himself don't give 150 million grand prize offered to winner of Big Brother Naija. Country people entertainment industry. Okay, Auntie Faith help me touch light matter before I see comment don dey enter nyafo. Auntie Faith help me touch light matter. Wetin be your intake concerning this view and concerning the aspect of our personnel the way they cry come outside say make them touch light their matter, especially police people. Wetin be your intake?
Okay, thank you, Madam Esther, for this wonderful opportunity where you give me make I come touch light matter.
Okay.
This thing they pay me for body, they prepare me for body. I like as you say, you can't ask. See, waiting be the impact where the Big Brother Naija they give for our own society. Everybody come and say, to me, my own opinion, I don't see any benefit with this Big Brother Naija did. Because they pack money, you understand, and you go see plenty viewers, you go see plenty. But when to come and touch life matter on this way go help us for this country, nobody go feel come out talk. I beg this thing they pepper me. I know say our president go still do something on top this matter.
Okay.
I know this money we carry give these female footballers, they water more.
Yes.
But also, they look both sides. May they weigh both sides. May know this they focus on one side. They give based on say those people say they do this one, they do our personnel, all of them. Then get now they save like they be lifesavers. They go out there. Their life is at stake. So may they know say their money. Like their money supposed to increase.
Correct.
That respect, may they give them that respect with
Correct.
deserve. That money, may they always pay them their money because they earn them.
Okay.
I could get to talk this matter. I don't want to talk plenty because my heart don't boil.
Oh, Auntie Faith, leave and make help you quench the matter bikonu. Country people just as Auntie Faith take a talk and now say make una recognize the effort of our personnel where they serve. Say them that they add a lot for inside the country. If una go for Abadan for inside the Borno state in my country, people una there una go know say our personnel that they work well. Yes. From morning and those people they smile our soldiers when they be say they for Abadan for my Malafatori there for inside the Borno. Now only for afternoon, morning and they smile. Anything 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, those soldiers they're there on their toe. Their life they are taken. Yes, they want that money. Increment in their money is needed. Yes, that is what the ex-service are crying out for. Their life, they are risking their life, leaving families at home. And then you can't check that one. Those people when you say that they go out for sacrifice, they receive sickening money. And then those are where they just there for entertainment industry, just to sleep, wake up, drink tea, chop bread. Take correct lunch, morning, afternoon, evening. They see they give them an award of 150 million. They want it to. Entertainment too is sweet it's good But now which moral lesson now they give, they impact for inside we country? Now this kind where they go talk say monkey they walk, babu they shop. Now correct work yo. But that entertainment part, it pepper me well. Those are our forces, those ones where they there for bush. How their own jolliment take be. Correct feeding self that they see and well. When somebody goes sit down and chop egg and bread in the morning, egg and this one in the morning, those ones where they fight war there, how many days they don't fry egg give them for morning, say for breakfast with tea, make they drink with bread, bama, make they enjoy their body, peanut butter. How many times they chop her for inside bush? Bikonu, I beg, make we touch like this matter where I thank God say comments don't they come and I go read about 1 or 2 comments for una my country people who make una hear them. For those of una where just they watch us, this is the pidgin section of our morning show. And a matter concerning the money when it be say our president, the money in dollar, where our president carry give our female footballers, sake of say they want it. They want it, all of us. We dey happy for the victory. But some kind of time, we can't check them. People can't begin to touch light matter for society, community. Say the money is too much. Say president don't overdo. Now we self carry the matter come say you no overdo. They really want the money. But the one when he come pepper me for among all this one when he be say the talk person of president when he be Bayo Onenuga can't talk. When at the 150 million when we say they give the winner of Big Brother Naija. Now only that one I pay me well. Yes. And they give those ones 150 million. And how about those ones when they say they dey for Sambisa? Monthly, now how much those ones they collect? Those ones where they dey for Abadan, for Boronu, how much those ones they collect? Just as I earlier talk, as they did here for security purposes. I beg, those ones, join not there their face, but sake of saying now what they love to do to defend the country. Now then sign and say they won't defend the country. That will not mean say speak of saying because now then sign and then willingly join. That don't mean say they no go touch light their matter. Oh. They get family, they get children where they go school. They too want to make their children go for correct school. If you they pay them seeking money, how their children go take go school for abroad now? And I see how many people they not like better thing. Our retired soldiers, our retired police, they not like better thing. Even at torchlight their matter because of the money where they come out. Hardly for many of them, their children to go correct university, even for inside the country. And now they make name pass. Now they fight pass. Now they stand. Now they make the country whole ground well. Our security agencies in them. So Bikonu. As they don't come outside, so don't come talk. Especially this female, this woman, when they come outside, say she served for 41 good years. And then they give her 3.5 million naira. I beg, may they touchlight their matter, Bikonu. Make I read one comment when he be say Abdulu, Wale Abdulu, don't talk, come outside. Wale Abdulu talk, say, why is he gifting them in dollars? Country people know that they hear him. Wale Abdul talk, say, now why presidents go give them, say why presidents go give them money in dollars? Say the richest countries in the world wouldn't ever make such gifting to athletes who collect salaries. Country people, the one where Wale do talk now, talk say this athlete they collect salaries monthly. Say even the richest country in the world no go ever give their athletes this kind of money when it be say our president don't carry give them. This one a retired soldiers talk. No. This one a retired police talk. No. Now comment where just enter na me at the torchlight so from Wale Abdul. In talk say the question when he gets be say why is he gifting them in dollar? Now the number one thing when he talk. And then the number two thing when he talk be say the richest country in the world do no go make this kind of mistake, this kind of gifting to athletes where they collect salary. So Wale Abdul don't come talk now, say this one is too much. Country people, another when I want read now for Bolani Juwon. Bolani Juwon. Bolani Juwon don't come echo our own talk to say, why are they being paid in dollar and not equivalent in naira? Say now why presidents pay them in dollar? Why presidents no give them this money in naira? The second thing when she can't talk be say, the Nigerian government should, as a matter of urgency, do away with the line of promoting another nation's currency. Now waiting, Bolani Juwan talk be that. Say make Naija, say president for pay them in naira, even though him for check all the money, but him for no go promote another person currency. Say for give them all that amount in our own name, in our own words, in our own currency, and not American money, my country people. Yes. And then make a quick take this one also from Ezekwam Franklin. Ezekwam Franklin talk say, I am not against this gift. Now they hear him. He say not they against this offer when the BC president give them. Say, but the amount is too much for a country whose citizens are living in abject poverty. Country people who now start talk this one. Okay, now people where they follow me touchlight matter nine talk amo. Now Ezekwam Franklin nine talk this one. In talk say I am not against the gift, yo. Say, but the amount is too much for a country whose citizens are living in abject poverty, infrastructural decay, and insecurity. This wasn't thoughtful from President Tinubu. It is not a good way to buy favor. Oga Franklin, this one where you talk heavy for Matthew, but since now you talking, I go touch light and give them. Okay, oh, my market women, the one when it be say Franklin talk now, talk say this money is too much, say for country when it be say they live in abject poverty. Una sabi say yesterday I carry matter of IDPs them corner for here. And I dey beg country people who say, make una not to leave the thing for government. Say make all of una join hand, make we dey try to reach out to all these IDPs. Say we get them for the whole 36 states. And if somebody like Franklin now get that good mind to reach out to IDPs now for his own state, come carry eye see this kind thing when it be say they can't give $100,000 to footballer. Person like Franklin go agree help IDPs again. He go talk to say money there for ground, and government carry am. They give somebody too much in excessive way. People where they collect the salary, and IDP people they know they collect the salary. Country people, Franklin go fit help again. Not be only Franklin and they talk yo. Many Nigerian people, they no go agree one help. They go say make government continue to take care of these IDPs. So I beg, make una no look at that way, oh, my country people. Those because of say we get good art for inside the country, yes. So nevertheless, make we no forget IDPs to them. As we they do, we they give, we they show love. Now so God too go they bless us well. So make una no relent. The thing where Franklin talk now, he pepper me for body where we say many of us they live in abject poverty. True. Yes. We have less privilege, true, when we say they want this kind of money. People there for inside we country now close to them not see. 1 square meal self, they go beg and where for inside the market before they go see shop in a day, my country people. Yes. So the one way Franklin talk now true talk now in talk. He even talk say with infrastructural decay. We get a lot of infrastructure when it be say they don't rotting, they not they even work. If you enter inside this our local communities now, you go see healthcare center. For healthcare center, things where they sell around there, you know fit chop them. Even to drink water for some healthcare center, you know go fit to drink as somebody went nowhere. They give you pure water, say make you drink, take swallow medicine. Because of the environment, dirty infrastructure, all those places don't not to collapse and I remain. Poor infrastructure. Now we see Franklin talk. Infrastructural decay. A lot is happening for inside the country, or my country people. So Franklin, I thank you well for this your comment. This I believe comment to the enter about country people. The time no they say this morning show will continue with Oga Abraham. For those of you now where they follow me Torchlight Matter, make una no verse say me not fit to read una comment to finish you. But meanwhile, make una continue to drop them on Facebook at Some TV. Even yourself will be there for YouTube at Some TV Live. Before I go draw the curtain on the pigeon section, I want to give kudos to our female footballers them. Una well done, una don't do well. And I also want to thank Oga Presidency. Kudos to the more grace to his able for awarding them. But meanwhile, I beg we want to make a government to Torchlight Matter go reach our retirees them their side. Yes, our retired soldiers, and most especially our retired policemen. And also those ones when they be say they're there on service, those ones when they be say they're there for Sambisa, those ones when they be say they're there for Abadan, those ones when they be say they're there for other states, Benue State, say they keep peace. I beg, make them Torchlight Matter, make them do something concerning the salary of the present ones when they make sure say peace there for inside the country. And those ones when they be say they don't serve 35 years, when it be say they retired. And as I be say we get somewhere we say they be casualties. Yes, in the Nigerian army, those ones say they go fight war, they cut off their arm, they cut off their leg. The compensation I beg, make them still put them for book, make them compensate those ones because no. Okay, oh my country people, make I first of all thank Auntie Faith for Torchlighting Matter with me. Auntie, thank you for joining me this morning.
Thank you very much.
And I know say me no go leave this place without thanking those of una when it be so una follow me, they watch this program, una follow me, they Torchlight Matter. All of una well done. And they say una comment still they enter. Una well done, my country people. And I also thank myself, yes, for Torchlighting Matter with una. I still remain Esther Oka Steven. I thank all of una for watching this pigeon section and commenting. Una do.
Imagine a world where entertainment, transportation, finance, and commerce are at your fingertips 247. Welcome to the future. Taraba Business School and Taraba News proudly present a revolutionary lineup of products and services designed to transform your life. Sun TV, your premier 247 destination for local and international entertainment, news, and educational content. Come to the broadcast of News Hour on Super Media Television.
Welcome to the broadcast of World News on Super Media Television.
Welcome to the broadcast of news across Nigeria on Super Media Television.
This is Sport Daily on Sun TV.
Good morning, Nigeria. This is the morning show from Sun TV.
Supercab, safe, convenient, and affordable 247 transportation services across Jalingo and Taraba State. Supercash unlocks seamless 247 financial transaction, easy loans, and rewarding savings with our innovative mobile banking solution. Taraba Online Markets. Buy and sell local and exotic products. Connect with suppliers and grow your businesses 247 with our vibrant e-commerce platform. TBS e-learning. Access a wall of knowledge with our comprehensive online courses and myriad of professional programs. SuperSub. Unlock exclusive subscription-based services, discounts, and reward. Don't miss this groundbreaking product and services. Join us as we all celebrate in the future and experience the future today. Taraba Business School and Taraba News, empowering your future 247. Ascend to the future. Hey Taraba State, let's ascend to the future. Imagine a world where entertainment, transportation, finance and commerce are at your fingertips 247. Welcome to the future, Taraba.
Welcome back to the morning show on Sun TV. This is the show where we discuss news from Taraba State. This is the Taraba News segment, and I am Abraham Manajoda, and with me this morning is Mr. Daniel Kukwen.
Good morning.
Yeah. Okay, this morning on Taraba News, we'll be looking at stories that has to do with Taraba State, and there's this on the cover page of Taraba newspaper. So you should be ready to get the best of Taraba from this side of the studio. So let us look at the major headlines on the pages. Okay, I think we have the cover page of the Taraba News now. You can display it on the screen so that we can look at the stories that made it. Okay, the major headline, the Karim crisis, gunmen kill Fulani herder, cattle in Taraba. That story is on page 2 of Taraba News. Gunmen kill Fulani herder, cattle in Taraba. Stories on page 2. Then 6 kidnapped law students rescued in Benue Taraba border operation. Okay, I think those were those law students on their way from the southeast, I think to Adama also. That were.
We saw those reports.
Yes, congratulations that
they are now free.
They are now free, they've been rescued. We also have this story, troops rescue 11 hostage, recover arms, a major offensive in Benue Taraba. Stories on page 4. I think that is also a good one, coming from the Nigerian Army. Then Honorable Sadiq Abbas Tafida dazzles at Legislative Roundtable, delivers steering address on peace building. Well, that is also a good one. Then opinion, Danji SS tipped. Danji SS tipped as frontrunner for 2027 Taraba South senatorial seat amid strong grassroots support. The story is on page 4. So if you want to read about Danji SS, you can get that story there. It's on page 4 of Taraba News. Then the Tigers row again. Nigeria historic 5th straight Afro basket crown. Well, story is on page 4 of page 6 of Taraba News. Then you also have another story. Why I dumped APC. Ex-Taraba rep Shidi. Still talking about the popular Danji SS. Well, so let us go to the stories on the cover page of Taraba News. I would like to start with Taraba News. I would like to start with the story of Akresa. Yesterday, Akresa hosted strategic stakeholders meeting on waste management and drainage distilling in Taraba State, and it was a meeting that brought together stakeholders. The Ministry of Waste Management, Ministry of Environment, waste managers, and every stakeholder, the media. The media were also there to ensure that they brainstorm on how to manage waste in Taraba State. We have even the state Stowasa was there, Tepa was there. This Operation Keep Taraba Clean was there. The Ministry of Rural and Urban Planning was there. So these are some of the things that we ensure that the proper policies are made and the synergy between what I call a synergy between critical stakeholders to achieve the goal of keeping Taraba clean.
Yes, the issue of climate change and its effect on the communities around the world is something that, until it is looked at from the perspective where the boss of the Akresa and Taraba is looking at it, is not going to yield any result. It has to be interagency, it has to be intergovernmental, it has to be, because the crisis is beyond the capacity of one agency like that. So this interagency synergy is quite on time, and it is quite commendable. You know, when you're looking at, for instance, Jalingo, and you want to tackle the issue of waste management, which is contributing to the issue of climate change, or you want to tackle the issue of flooding, or you want to, it has to be interagency, you understand, for you to be able to achieve that result. So this is quite a commendable move. They should look forward to seeing to it that the interagency relationship works, you understand, because it is beyond this kind of conferences, it's beyond, there is a need for us to see them working together without friction, without overlap, how do I say it? Is it bureaucratic?
Bureaucratic.
And other things like that.
Okay. Yeah. Now, let us look at Dr. Giwa, the Taraba State Project Coordinator for ACRISAL, delivered the opening remarks, welcoming participants and expressing appreciation for their commitment. He reiterated that ACRISAL is more than just a government agency. He said we are a platform that thrives on collaboration. We cannot tackle climate change alone. Your ideas, your voices, and your partnership are critical. I think we can have a look at what the State Project Coordinator for ACRISAL, Dr. Yakubu Giwa, has to say at that event.
Is from ACRISAL so that we can collaborate together to make our environment a decent place to be. I know the call was sent to several NDAs. Some are not here, but most of you are here. We indeed appreciate. ACRISAL is more than a government initiative. It is a project that does a lot of collaboration. That is why these MDAs are invited. Collaboration in the sense that we collaborate with MDAs to make or fight climate resilience or climate change in a more resilient way with new initiatives and new ideas. So we truly appreciate you, and we are looking forward for a better engagement, because your ideas will be critical and will move Taraba State forward in terms of combating climate change. Once again, I say thank you for coming. We look forward to collaborating with you at all times so that Taraba will be a different place. Thank you, and thank you indeed.
Well, that is Dr. Giwa, the State Coordinator of ACRISAL, speaking there, welcoming people to the event. And also the person who coordinated that event yesterday, Mr. Dairo Umar of ACRISAL, did a very, very good job, and I think deserves some kudos too. He reiterated the project's commitment to partnership, emphasizing that we are open to synergy across ministries, CSOs, NGOs, stakeholder engagement must be continuous. He is someone that was always open to the fact that, yes, there must be synergy, there must be cross-agency collaborations and what have we. Let us listen to one of his speeches at that event while he was trying to build synergy between the agencies involved. Mr. Dairo Umar of ACRISAL.
Lives will be saved. With this, I want to start by reading the ACRISAL project development objective. My duty here is to give the ACRISAL overview, and I'm starting by stating the project development objective. ACRISAL is an acronym which means Agro-Climatic Resilience in Semi-Arid Landscape. It is put together by the federal government of Nigeria with the support of World Bank. ACRISAL project is covering only 19 northern states and FCT, because we have in the north a similar geographical features. We have similar weather conditions. We have deteriorated environment. And that's why the federal government came with this laudable project in collaboration with the World Bank.
Yes, that is Mr. Dairy Umar of ACRISA there. And if you listen to what you say, you will see that ACRISA is quite excited and ready for this collaboration. And some of the participants include Mr. Philibus Adamu, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Waste Management. Okay. We also have other agencies, Mr. Chindo Sambo, Acting Director of Taraba State Environmental Protection Agency, TEPA. We also have there pharmacist Dambo Ibrahim of Ministry of Health. He also spoke on the issue of looming crisis in waste management, especially as Gavi UNICEF funding has ended. Then we have Mr. Kenneth Thomas, Ministry of Waste Management, was there. Mr. Samuel Shawulu from Ministry of Urban and Rural Development was also there. And people from different sectors were there, and also the private sector players, and we also have Honorable Kefas Ilya of Taraba. Taraba Clean was also there.
The workaholic.
Kefas Ilya. So, and then some suggestion resolutions and action plans were reached at the end of the day. Maybe you should take some of those action plans.
Well, I think the one that caught my attention is, there's the one that's at TEPA, the Taraba State Environmental Protection Agency, to provide waste containers in strategic locations in town.
Yes.
You understand?
And if you ask me, what ACRISA said was, which I'm sure they would take up, is all these projects that will help clean up the environment. Any agency involved should put a proposal to ACRISA, and ACRISA will push it to the World Bank, and fundings will come. So they will act as the agency that will connect these other MDAs to funding from the World Bank, which is where waste collection points in town, and ACRISA will fund
the provision of
all the security. You know, sometimes you have to buy the land. They are going to fund these projects, and so many projects like that. ACRISA is open to funding it through the World Bank.
That is quite a nice one. And another one that caught my attention is the issue of the reinstatement of the monthly sanitation day.
Yeah.
You know, that is what we used to do in those days when we were growing up, and it went a long way in keeping the environment clean.
Yeah.
But these days, let's see how it can work, particularly in semi-urban areas.
Yes.
You understand?
And I can also, I remember towards the end of the program when this came up, Mr. Dairy Umar suggested that the agencies should come together and pass a bill, so that a bill for environmental and sanitation, so that when it becomes law, it binds in on everyone. And that is some of the suggestions and resolutions that was made, and at the end of it. And he also said something about there's a development of a bill of quantity for a bridge linking Nukai to Magami, which will be funded by ACRISA. There are a lot of projects that they will be funding.
Okay.
And I think...
Okay, from that side.
Yes.
I know that there's a road, but during rainy season you have to, because of the water. So if that's a nice one.
ACRISA is going to take that.
That's a nice one.
I think with the media collaboration, I think we'll be able to report more about what ACRISA is doing in collaboration with other agencies.
They will need that too. They will need to involve the media elaborately and sufficiently enough, so that the necessary awareness, because this campaign, there is a need for it to be in the public domain.
Definitely.
You understand?
Definitely.
And if the only way to get it across to the public is for you to involve media engagement, lots of media engagement. And look at another point here. They talk about to promote the adoption of climate-smart technologies in waste management practices. That is quite in tune with the times.
That was suggested by the representative of SEMA, who went to Japan, and he saw how the climate-smart technologies that are climate-smart So they also asked that it will be brought into this part of the country. Which is very
I remember just a few days ago we were talking about how to dispose waste, and I mentioned how there is a need for us to just burn it up. You understand?
No.
Now, this will go along because most people understand that the only way to destroy, to keep the environment clean is to just burn them up. But that goes a long way in destroying the climate.
Definitely.
You understand?
Definitely.
So if this kind of awareness is being brought to the public, that there is a need for us to do, how do you call it? Smart climate technologies and smart climate waste disposal and other things like that. That will go a long way. And it's look at the perspective where these smart climate technologies will be used to create jobs, where they say you can use waste
to generate
energy, to generate wealth, and other aspects like that.
So I would say kudos to ACRISA, Dr. Yakubu Giwa and his team, headed by Mr. Dairo Umar and other members of ACRISA. They've done well, and you can see that they are a media-friendly organization. Also, it was emphasizing. ACRISA was emphasizing on the fact that they are not there to reel out success story. What they are there is to interact with people, to bring solutions for them. So they are solution-driven with this, and I think it's a good one. Kudos to ACRISA for this wonderful job they've done.
Yeah, kudos to them, and may they continue the good work.
Okay, kudos also to the Dr. Giwa for the good job he's doing there. With that, let's go to another story. I think we've done so. We spent so much time on ACRISA. Let's go to the story of Karen crisis. This crisis is lingering for too long. Recently, a Fulani herder has been killed by unidentified assailants while grazing cattle along Mungadoso area in Karen Lamido local government area of Taraba State. Security analyst and counter-insurgency expert Zagazola Makama disclosed the incident on social media on Monday. Well, we don't have much time. What's your call to the people of this area? In a few words.
We keep saying that when there is nothing that is better than meeting at the negotiating table to discuss. Now that whosoever is responsible for the killing of this Fulani herder and his cow has ended up generating more problems. You understand? If you kill another person because you're aggrieved with the person, you have created a cycle of problem. You understand? The best thing to do is to meet at the negotiating table and discuss the way forward. Shift here and shift here. Give peace a chance. That is the best way that development can be sustained.
Okay, I think that is our advice to everyone. You have to, they must put an end to these killings across Karen Lamido. Let us embrace peace so that we can all tap into the potential and the wealth that is abundant in Karen Lamido and Taraba State. So this brings us to the end of the morning show today. Thank you, everyone, for being part of this morning show. We have great numbers of programs lined up for you for the rest of the day, 24/7. Don't go anywhere.